Hey guys, and happy September. September in the mental health field is known as Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. Starting on September 6th, which is today, is the Suicide Awareness and Prevention Week. And so this last week at Journeys Counseling, have had several discussions about needing to take this time as professional counselors to share our knowledge with you guys and to make sure that you have the resources that you need in case you or someone that you know is feeling suicidal. We know that suicide is a difficult topic and it is not something that most people are comfortable discussing, and in fact we try to avoid it, if we can, just because it's scary. And most people don't know how to get help or if there is help for whatever's going on. And so we, as counselors within our office, want you to know that suicide is something that we deal with frequently, suicidal thoughts, and it is something that we are comfortable discussing, of course, for the nature of our job, and that this is something that we work with often. And so we never want people to think you are the only one feeling this way. You are the only one having these thoughts, because you're not. And we think that, first of all, that is important to know. And secondly, it's also important to know that there are plenty of resources out there. And we want to share those with you guys this week to make sure that anyone who needs access, wants access to help, knows where and how to get it. And so please, if you have any, questions or concerns or comments, feel free to reach out to our office. And you can call or text. It's a HIPAA compliant phone system, so your text, your call is all confidential, of course. And our number is 806-687-5413. You can email us. You can message us on Facebook. Facebook, of course, is not HIPAA compliant regarding privacy, but there are plenty of ways that you can reach out to us. And so if you would like information today on how to set up counseling, or what do you do if you're worried about someone's safety and you need immediate help, go ahead and you can contact us. But first and foremost is always physical safety. And so if you or someone you know is actively suicidal, meaning you are going to harm yourself, you would call 911. You can go to any emergency room. And locally in Lubbock, in Lubbock County, we have Star Care, and they have a crisis line. And I'm going to double check the phone number because I have not, given it out in a while, but it is 806-740-1414. I'll post a comment later to make sure that that is correct. And they do a quick phone assessment, and then they will send a mental health professional to you to check on you if it's needed. And then they will give you guidance on what to do next. So those are the three most immediate ways to get help at any hour. And so always, those are the first three that you should try to contact. There is that National Suicide Prevention Hotline. I can post that later too. I'm not sure what that number is. However, locally, for physical safety, you want to do one of those first three choices first. If you are just wondering, how to set up counseling, or who do I even talk to, like who helps when you're having these thoughts, who helps when you're having these feelings, you can reach out to our office. We'll give you some guidance on that throughout the week. We're going to be sharing some of those resources also, and letting you know what kind of therapies, might help with symptoms that you're having. But counseling is always an option. Suicide is something that we deal with frequently, and that is just that's why we're comfortable with it, and we know that you're not alone, and we don't want you to feel that way at all. And it's not something to ever feel embarrassed or ashamed of, or feel like there is no hope, because there is hope and there is help. And we just want to make sure that everyone has access to it and has the knowledge of how to go about getting the help, because I think that is really one of the biggest problems with mental health in general, is that people do not know who to reach out to. And so we want to do our best to fix that, to share the resources that we have locally, mostly, um, and just to let you guys know that you are not alone, that there are plenty of ways to get help, and we want to help you, and as do any of the counselors that are in Lubbock, and any of them can help you. And so we want to make sure that our residents in Lubbock and surrounding counties are aware that um, there is hope and there is help. And throughout this week, we are going to be sharing those resources with you. So I hope you will follow us and stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of good information coming.